Yes, my dear student of class 7, today just I will go through the lesson number 6, role played by gender. So this is very important nowadays because since a long time just we are just classing there in the society on the name of this gender. So some points are there with you. We will discuss, we will go through this, that what are the roles of the genders there in the society now, male and female, what the male can do, what the females are doing, are just both getting the same importance even today. So likewise, various points are there. So we will discuss one by one today, just understanding gender. So biologically, just we know there is the difference and differences we understand male and female. Biologically, just you might have been going through this biology, just we are aware about this, what are the differences between this male and female. So this is the biological differences. There are these two categories of this, we can easily just bifurcate, that is called the male and female. So just understand gender first. Biologically, when just we understand, we see, we go through there in the society, we are watching that these boys, that male are getting more importance than this female. Okay, so we should not all the times just give the such importance that male can do only this, female cannot do. Most human works in the categories male and female. So each society defines gender differently. Some societies, differently means some societies, we understand that the male can do only this one, female cannot do. But nowadays, if just we are thinking this is totally wrong. Male and female both are working parallelly. So biologically, females are now just making their advancements like anything. But here one example, just for an example, just I will put the case of this Afghanistan. Here in our country or any part of the world, ladies, girls, female part are increasing like anything. They are just going ahead like anything. But one place is there, that is the Afghanistan, where the females are in regressive conditions. Okay, so this should not be there. They should be also given the chance to go ahead like the male. This gender stereotype again, just we are. Just I have given this gender stereotyping. Now, see, when just will this watch this point, gender stereotyping, immediately just you will come to know when there is the cooking there in the house, ghar mein, when there is the need of this cooking to prepare the food, then who those are preparing this food? Then you will see only this is done by the female part. Male part are not doing. Males are not doing. Right now, just you are the children, when just your mother might have been cooking there in the house, sometimes you might have been also doing that one with the view of this learning something. Sometimes you might have seen their mother is making this tea and coffee. So sometimes you also trying to just take part there in that. But in the family, normally when you need the tea and coffee, it is the part of the female, it is the part of the girls who those are doing this one. So this should be also avoided. Cooking and taking the older people there in the family to care of the family of the older people are being taken by the female only. Male are not engaged there in that, because male are just, we understand that male is or are the only earning member of the society. But nowadays, my dear, just forget about that. Females are also working, they are also the earning member now. So sometimes you will see, you see the cooking there in the hotels. Are the female cooking there in the hotels? No. Females are not cooking there in the hotels. Then how this male can cook there in the hotels? But we understand that female part is just a very much soft, very much delicate. So they are these cooking and taking care of the children, taking care of the older people there in the house are being taken care by the females. Okay. Now this changing gender role. Changing gender role is very important. I can explain this one too with one example. When the death of anyone, death of any older people or anyone, the takes of the death of anyone, then the burning ghat, people male only are going there. Male are going to there, to burning ghat, to just give the fire to the fire. So nowadays, this is also changing. Earlier, this was only the male was going to the burning ghat and they were just trying to burn the dead body. But now, this funeral rites to burn the dead body. Now, female are also coming up there on the fray. They are also doing the same thing. What the male were doing or male are doing. So now, forget about that. So funeral rites, now it is also changing. Females are also ready to do and they are doing this one. The role of gender in the family. Yes, role of the gender in the family. Same type of things are there also. What the male is or male are doing, the female is also now ready to do that one. Same change. Same thing, just I am trying to explain. Just most of the schools, colleges or working place, even in the industries, industries means heavy industries you can take, Tata Steel, Jamshedpur, SAIL, GAIL, BHEL, Steel Authority of India Limited. So earlier, this heavy steel plants or heavy industries, males were only working. Now just you will say, just females are also working now. Females are also trying to go parallelly. So these are the changing. Now the scenario of the gender in the family, even in the working arena, especially just you might have been watching the education of the children, school children, schools there of the smaller, I mean this younger children. So mostly the girls were there, girls are there, female are there. That is maybe somehow better because they are supposed to take care of the children also from the other angle also and education. So some point of view that is correct also. So this the role of gender in the family is also changing. Family now just we are watching there that only the female are supposed to make food there in the house. Only the females are take care of the older people there in the house. If medicine is needed, medicine is to be given or tea and coffee is to be made, only the female will do. But now it is not there. Sometimes just you are also ready. You are also doing this one. Okay, role of gender in school, yes. Now, this is we are lagging behind. Male and female, here at this point, with this point, it is totally clear. 37% female and 64% male. What does it mean? So, schools means there is the proportion of education of the female only 37% and this male is how much? 64%. So just easily we are watching the differences here now. But we will have to bring this changes also, and we should try to go parallel to male and female both. The education percentage should be proper, but in some cases, you take the example of especially the high school or lesser than that. When just we am watching this one, the result, when the result is coming of this male and female, boys and girls, then this female are less and this male are making more. But nowadays I have seen in some cases up to this metric, when the result is coming, then the percentage of girls are more than this male. But the differences are or is starting after this metric. Okay, +2. When just you will see the result of +2, then you will see the boys are increasing. Boys are increasing and girls are going less. But here, on the whole, just we are watching here, only the 37% female are growing and 64% male are just taking the education. So this should be also, we should try to bring this one the parallel to the male and female, until unless just you do this one, thus we cannot say that the family is balanced there in education. And until unless just we should try to do this one parallel, until unless we should try to this one parallel, until unless we bring this a parallel, we cannot say there is or are the society or the percentage of the people are just now parallel. So we should have to be very much careful the education of these girls after this metric also parallel to make parallel to the male boys. Role played by gender in this community and public spaces. Right now I told you, in community, mostly we see, as I told right now to you, that for smaller schools, I mean these younger schools, the children schools, mainly the girls are being engaged. But when there is the question of this higher education, when there is the question of this education of this university, teacher, professors, lecturers, they are in the higher studies, mostly the males are coming. So we will have to bring the changes there in that also. In community and these public spaces, we will have to bring that changes also, and then after some time just we will see there it is coming parallel. Otherwise, this type of differences will be there. Males will be just going day by day ahead and female will be lagging behind. So this should not be there. Until unless just we go parallelly, just we cannot say that any family is the balanced family. So when there are male and female parallelly there in the house and family, it means the education percentage of this male and female should be always parallelly. Okay. Role played by gender in the community and this public spaces. Now, this discrimination and inequality on the basis of gender. Yes, this is easily just we can say, and you can say we are also watching, because when just we see that we are giving the more importance to the male. We are giving the more importance to the male. Only we are trying to give the weightage to the boys there in the society, there in the family, to go for the higher studies, which is not legally correct. So this is totally discrimination. We should not do it. We should avoid this one. We should not discriminate anyone on the basis of this male and female, that though no, this is the male, this is the boy, so he or she, he will just maintain the status of the family, maintain the family much more in a better way, and we are giving the weightage to the male and just we are leaving the girls lagging. So this should not be, and if just we are doing this one, this is not so correct. Okay. So now, many parts of the country, just women are getting ahead, women are going out of the family. Just with this, one example, just I will try to explain this one to you. Take the example of the four bigger cities throughout the country, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai and Chennai. Just we are aware, but the local trains are there also running for the office goers there in the big cities, and there we will see, we are watching that 50% seats are just reservation reserved for the female there in the trains and buses. Why this is? Because in the cities 50% just students, male or female, both, I mean these girls, they are just working, they are going through parallel to the male. That's why these 50% seats are reserved there in the trains for the females. So if just we give this one, then certainly we are trying to give the importance to the female, and this discrimination will be slowly and slowly go down. I mean just when there is a situation of this male and female, when just we talk, so education should be certainly given. We should try there in our family to give or to educate, give the importance to the male and female there in the society, in our family, so that this type of discrimination we should not watch, we should not see there in the family. Okay. So on the basis of this gender, we can remove this one. Now, value placed on women work, women gets, yes. This is also very important. We should now take example of, right now, sometime earlier I told you regarding the heavy steel plants or heavy industries, HEC, this ONGC, where just people are working and they are getting the high salary there. You will see they are placed on the women's work, women get less than male in some workplace. Why this will be there? When anyone, any male is engineer or female is also an engineer, why there will be the differences of the salary there? But I will try to explain this one to you. In organized sector, there are two types of the sectors, this unorganized sector and second is the organized sector. In organized sector, these differences are not there. All the male and female, who those are the engineers, who those are the doctors, who those are working at the higher levels, who those are just in the educated category, there is or are no differences of the salaries. Either male or female, they are getting the same salary there, and it has been just, you will see that this type of less salary of the female in the organized sector, you will not get this one. But in unorganized sector, small scales, smaller industries, so you can watch there somewhere this male, who those are the higher study, higher status, when the male is there at the high status, they are getting more than this female. So this type of things, if just we are watching, this we can say the value placed on a women's work, women get less than male for some work. But for some work, when just a male and female both are the doctors, where the doctors are getting less. But this is not the example of the unorganized sector, this is the example of the organized sector. When just we will see organized sector, which is the bigger company, which is the registered company. In those cases, just you will see both male and female, both the doctors are there, female and male, both are doctors are there. They are just get same salary, same status, same post, same promotion. Okay, so further just we'll see practically when just will come there in the class. So just today, just I am just summing it up. Okay, thanks, dear.